Hey guys, Luke here. We're here to do another episode of my Dream Team tour. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure what the actual episode number is, so we're not gonna worry about that. And I'll just put my controller and shit away. We'll start the game here, and I'll explain the team in a second. So I've just moved my controller and for my recording controller thingy and my mouse. And yeah, let's get into the team. So if you can't tell, I'm not sure what I'm going to title it. Probably the Buzz Rothfields Team of the Year. Now, I was going to do the Dally M Team of the Year first, but I decided let's go with Buzz's one because I need to figure out who to put on the bench. No, with their Team of the Year, it was a little bit weird with the Dally M one's a bit weird with the voting and stuff. So Cameron Smith polled higher than Segeyaro, but Segeyaro got the Team of the Year. Ben Hunt polled much higher than Cherry Evans. And Cherry Evans got picked a halfback. So obviously there's two bench spots right there. Like what else do you do? I don't know. I don't know if the under 20 players in there. We could maybe put him in. Rookie of the Year, Alex Johnston. We could put him in. That could be the team. Maybe I came up with a solution just then. But whatever. So there was the lineup for the Buzz Rothfields Team of the Year. Now let's get into that one. So his lineup was as follows: Greg Inglis at fullback, Josh Mansour, Alex Johnston on the wings, Tim Lafai and Dylan Walker in the centres, Thurston and Reynolds at the halves, Adam Reynolds that is. Then we got George Burgess, James Graham as the props, James Segeyaro the hooker. Second row, Sam Burgess, Ben Teo is the other second row, and Aidan Guerra is the lock. And then the bench is Matt Scott, Josh Jackson, Dale Finucane and Jesse Bromwich. Now, that is a great side, but is it the best side of the year? I really think there's some questionable ones there. In particular, as a Bulldog supporter, you'll be able to understand why, I think. But yeah, it's not who I would pick, and I think I will eventually do my Team of the Year. But I'd like to get some other things done first. And also, I don't want to rush into it, and I don't want to judge it based off like the grand final or anything like that, because I feel like right now I'm like, oh, it's got to be Bulldogs, it's got to be Rabbitohs, because let's be honest, Bulldogs weren't great for the whole season, and either were Rabbitohs really. Yeah, let's get into it. Now, obviously, the first omission I think is like really bad. I don't know why he didn't pick it, and also he's picked some players out of position, so why can't he pick others? Like Sam Burgess doesn't play second row, he hasn't played all year. So I'd probably pick. You'd have to have Jared Hayne in the side. He just got the Dally M medal. I think it's questionable whether he should. Oh, it's over the sideline. No, it's not. Me myself don't think he should have got it. But I mean, I thought he would have been second, just not by much. But I thought he would have got second. But we'll talk about the Dally M ones when we get to it. We'll talk about Dally M's in general. It's a great tackle, Sonny Bill. Great start. Yeah, but Greg Inglis, he's at fullback, and Alex Johnston's on the wing. I don't really agree with those two. Now here's why. Inglis, yes, we know Inglis. We know how good Inglis is, but I don't particularly think that he's been that good this year. I mean, I think everyone remembers that try he scored. Oh my God! Speaking of Inglis, and that was Sean Johnson. I think everybody looks at that Broncos try and immediately thinks, like, when you see that all the time, it refreshes of how good of a player Inglis is, but doesn't actually reflect how good he is all the time. Jared Hayne had one of the most spectacular seasons I've seen in a long time. Since 2009, we know how good he was in 2009, and you could argue that he was better this year, and that's saying something. And for him to not be at the fullback position, like I don't care, put him on the wing. Like I said, you've already put like Sam Burgess in the second row. He doesn't play second row. I mean, like you can say he has played second row, but this year he has not played second row once, I don't think. So prop lock. There you go. That's just how it is. But yeah, Johnston. Like, not that Johnston's played bad, but he scored a lot of tries. I think he might have been near top try scorer if he wasn't the top. I think Raja might have got it actually. I don't know. No, Hayne got it. That's right. And there's another reason why he talked about Alex Johnston being a try scorer. That's why he's in there. Hayne scored more than him. I mean, you can say like he played less games, and that's true. But Hayne had Origin as well. Also, I feel with Johnston, don't get me wrong, a lot of his tries were, him being good and all. But I feel that if there was another, if Merritt was there, he still would have scored a lot of tries himself too. I don't feel there was any like, I don't think many of the tries Johnson scored, you were like, oh geez, that was all down to Johnston, because his centers were going pretty damn good. But yeah, it's just little nitpicking things. Like same can be said for Mansour. Like I would have had Mansour in there, but that's just, I don't know, I just like Mansour, so there could be some bias in there. Over sideline, no, damn. Oh, got 6-0 lead. Yeah, with Mansour, he is good, but he's very inconsistent, I think. And yeah, like I said, with same with Inglis, he'll do something really spectacular, and that will just stick in people's minds. But you forget all the little errors. But with Inglis, it's not really errors; it's just he goes missing in big games. But lately, he's been like his form late has been good. But we're looking for the team of the year, not the team of the last 6 rounds or whatever. But yeah, Mansour was pretty good early on, sort of fell off midway, kind of during Origin, I think. But, I mean, he also had injuries as well, so that's also another reason you might not want to pick him. But yeah, I think Semi Radradra would be the top winger, Brett Morris as well. I don't know. Semi was a Dalian winger, so yeah. That's just little things I've noticed, or little pickups that I would change to the side. But like I said, we'll get to my side at some stage. Oh, I thought we were going to score there. The halves. Oh, sorry. We'll go to the centres first. Yeah, the centres I totally agree with. The more I think about it, especially the Dalian was just like showed it pretty much. Like, how many standout centres has there been this year? Like, there hasn't really been too many. The main ones of like other years, like the Josh Morrises and stuff like that, haven't really performed that well this year. But you know, there's been the emergence. Dylan Walker being a great player. Tim Lafai, this is his first full season for the Bulldogs, and I know as a Bulldog supporter, he's filled in. He's been around for 3 years or so, but he's never had a first grade spot cemented. The first choice was Inu, and then they did drop him eventually towards the end of last year, but like I said, full season didn't get dropped till like, I don't know, the first finals game, and we scored through Jared Hayne. Yeah, so that's a try. Going to be 10, going on to 12-0, and we're setting up a pretty nice victory here. Also, someone left in the comments, I forget who it was. They said in one of the previous episodes I asked, have been beaten. They said I was undefeated, so that's good to hear. And I was saying, I was sure that I'd been beat before, but I think it must have been in the very first episode I did it, and then I think I did it with my mic. It was real shitty, or maybe I did a shitty version of it. Something went wrong and I didn't end up uploading. I had to redo it again. So yeah, there's that, and I think I lost that. But like I said, in these things, like in these videos, the result is not important at all. And now I've said that, I probably did lose somewhere. Yeah, Inglis on Inglis, I think this there. It's kind of cool. Yeah, so we talked about the sense. Tim Lafai, I think he's been a real standout this year. Especially in a Bulldog side that has lacked a little bit in attack, or they've lacked a lot in attack, let's be honest. They've made a grand final, but it hasn't been based off their attack, I wouldn't say. Oh, I would say, sorry. But Tim Lafai has been that spark that they needed. Like, if Tim Lafai's not there, they probably don't win a lot of games. Just, I don't know. Like, Josh Morris is good and all, but just that he's carrying a knee injury, and, you know, you can't really carry a knee injury and be effective in attack. We've seen Inglis in previous years, how shit he goes when he has knee injuries. Uh-oh. Oh, they stripped it. And I thought I was going to be a high tackle there because he was standing still. We went in full blast, and yeah, so centers, I think he's got pretty spot on. The halves, yeah. Oh, I don't know who you pick a halfback. I would say Ben Hunt, honestly. I think Ben Hunt's been robbed in this one. He didn't even get a mention either. His picks were Adam Reynolds and Trent Hodkinson. Now, I love Hocko. He's been a great player, but so Ben Hunt carries the Broncos. Like, his back must be broken nearly, because apart from him, the Broncos were awful. And he played with no 5'8" with him the whole year. And don't you dare say Barber is a 5'8", because he's not. And Josh Hoffman is not a 5'8" either. He's a fullback. He's not even like a ball playing fullback. He's he's like one of those winger style fullbacks. Not that any it wrong, because I would take Josh Hoffman at the Bulldogs, but he's just one of the people who, you know, just run hard, do all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, so Ben Hunt would be my pick, and I don't know, it's hard to say. I'd probably pick Hodgkinson over him. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, when I say Hodgkinson, I meant over Reynolds. But I can't really say that because Hodgkinson, you know, he did play Origin, and then he came back from Origin and had a form slump, so a bit unfair. To have Adam Reynolds, who's been pretty good all year. And then the forwards, George Burgess, James Graham. Yeah, I can agree with that. James Graham, 100%. The prop, I'm not sure on. He didn't really. I don't think he mentioned George Burgess, but he's in the starting lineup. He mentioned Matt Scott and Jesse Bromwich, who I'd argue both of them should be one of them should be starting. I should say James Graham should definitely be starting, but it's I don't know who had the better year out of those two. Jesse Bromwich came on good at the end, but Matt Scott's just, you know, he's so consistent, and we're looking for, yeah, like I said, we're looking for the best team of the year, not team of the last 6 rounds. So I'd say Matt Scott was better out of the two. George Burgess was good without being outstanding, I don't think. I think he's nowhere near as good as he was last year, but that always seems to happen with the players when they break onto the scene. Yeah, there's no shame in that because he was superb last year, like he was incredible. But yeah, he's still really hard to tackle, and that's the main thing for a prop. The hooker, I kind of do have a problem with this one. It's not because Segeyaro is bad and all. It's just I feel that it just happened after the Panthers little fairy tale sort of thing where they made it to the semis, and people overlooking Segeyaro's his actual play. They kind of, you know, they see him make a good run, he'll make a break, whatever, but he's like a few others. He's got some big areas in his game, like for example, and this I really rate Segeyaro. So, you know, this isn't me hating on it. Well, I don't know. Segeyaro is probably like my favourite hooker, but we're talking realistic here. I'm trying not to be biased or nothing. I think Cameron Smith had a better year. I mean, like if we're going off this, you could put Nathan Peets and all that sort of thing. I think they're going off the fairy tale of Penrith, and they needed a Penrith player in here. But I think Cameron Smith had an actual better year. But we're talking about like Segeyaro, like overachieving. Segeyaro overachieved a lot, I think, or you know, not overachieved, but what people thought they were going to do, he did a lot better. Yeah, so I think that's his actual ability. He didn't overachieve. He just, you know, to the media and stuff, he overachieved. Whereas Cameron Smith played his usual self, and you know, he doesn't look like he stands out because he's just good all the time. But I don't really have a problem with Segeyaro being there. I think he's good. Sam Burgess definitely should have been there. I don't really need to talk about him too much because we know how good Sam Burgess is. Same with James Graham, who drops the ball just there. Ben Teo, I'm not sure about him, but he's not someone who I would, you know, if I was making a team of the year right now, I would have said, oh, we have Ben Teo. I mean, who would I pick? I don't know. I definitely would pick Josh Jackson as a starter. But that's for another day. Like I said, I'll do my own video. But I don't know. I don't think Ben Teo's been that impressive. I mean, he was good last week, and you know, he's broke this after the semi-final, so that's what he could be basing it off. Like Teo had a good game the last game, but overall, has he been a really standout player this year? I don't know. Tamalolo's been better than him, I think, and I'm not even that big of a Tamalolo fan. Like I said, I think he's a little bit overrated, but you know, he has had a pretty good year. He's just not as good as what everyone says he is. Yeah, but Josh Jackson definitely should have been that starting side. I'm trying to think who got second row of the year in the Dally M's. I mean, I suppose Sonny Bill probably could be in there, but he's a bit off form. He's injured. Yeah, I honestly can't remember who got second row of the year off the top of my head. Embarrassment, I know, but whatever. Leave in the comments who it was. Then we've got Aidan Guerra, who, yeah, I think I definitely agree. I don't know about Locke. I don't know if he played mostly lock or second row this year, but either way, good decision. You could just move Burgess. And then the interchange was Matt Scott, who, like I said, talked about before, and Jesse Bromwich as well. I agree with them. Josh Jackson's also there. I'm a little bit confused in this one with Dale Finucane. This is another one I think where he's, you know, I'm not sure if he actually watches too much football. But this is from a Bulldog supporter. I don't think this has been Dale Finucane's, you know, one of his better years. I know he's only played 3. But the first year he was good. He was really good last year. But I think this year he's dropped off a lot of errors and sort of stuff. I mean, the last game he's been good. Last few games he's been good. But overall, the season a little bit disappointing one. So I don't really understand his bench spot. But you know, I'm not going to argue it too much because he's a Bulldog. Yeah, so a 24-0 victory. I could put Tony Williams in there. there you go. Second row. Yeah, so like I said, 24-0 win. Greg East with man of the match. Tries to Graham, Inglis, Hayne and Guerra. Those kicking all the goals, and we beat Rothfields' team. And if you want to know why the jerseys were brown, it's because that's what I think of Rothfield as shit. Yeah, so if you could leave a like on the video, that'd be awesome. And subscribe to my channel, and check out all my other videos. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh wait, got to get my controller to turn it off. So I'm going to keep talking so it doesn't really look weird and all that. So now I'll be able to turn it off. So see you guys. Bye.